It's always a problem.
As is to be expected.
I don't know how numbers work, okay? I'm not paid to know numbers.
There we go. We're actually going live right now. The first round underway as Panthers take on their allied side versus Imperial. Yaffa going for the picks down through that smoke. Not going to land anything with the spam. They need to be a little bit careful, as Stat is lying in tunnels with a shotgun. He's going to pick up 1 on 2 alike. And a good kill from him, but he's going to be hard pressed to stay alive. Spotted out 1 player towards the orange room on the beaches. And they're not going to take that fight. They know he has a shotgun. It's certainly the smart play to avoid taking that battle.
Yeah, both teams going
to be holding down on the A side here.
I was going to say, both teams just kind of finding their footing, I guess you could say, into the start of this game. We are seeing a couple of Panthers players make their way out through A long, and Nathan, as you were saying, is the first line of defense. He's going to fall back, though, with that STG. This is a bit of a risk to take a longer range fight. You can see on the other side of things, Levy has that sniper locked in on this position, but already it's Yaffa to get the first frag through. And I think Panthers are going to struggle to get onto that site now. Callas has the bomb pushing from A long, but in the meantime, his teammate has fallen, so it's just him and Levy pushing side by side to try and get this done. And Imperial have already massively rotated over here. A fair few players already on the site, and Panthers have so much to do.
Yeah, absolutely. They've got to find themselves 5 kills. 10 seconds left on the clock. This round is Imperial's through and through. There's Yaffa and Tobin finishing off the round. It's going to be 1-0 to Imperial, and a good start for them. A new day, and hopefully we're going to see a new Imperial. Yesterday, like we said, they were a little bit underwhelming. Lost rounds they probably shouldn't have. And actually, my round timer is not working. It remains to be seen if that's a spectator.
It's fine on mine. Should be starting in 1 second. Boom.
Nope. Gonna have to be rejoining that.
Indeed. I'll keep you up to date on anything that goes down. It's the advantage of having 2 PCs. Indeed. Doesn't look like too much is happening early on. Looks like Panthers are taking a somewhat slow start here. They're leaning over towards that vault room, lining up a couple of smokes over the top as well. So this could be a quick push towards this B bomb site. Looks like it might be lined up shortly. You can see Baz, the first player here, does get taken down, and Tobin is pretty much alone towards B now. He's going to have to try and hold this off, but he only gets 1. So as the trades come in, looking good for Panthers. They overwhelm that B site pretty convincingly.
Yaffa here has got a Kar 98K and an angle on the planter, but he's not expecting the stick. He's going to be a little bit too late. He's cut off the rotation now. They know there's going to be players towards the vault area. They know there's going to be players towards the house. And Mark's position being known. The 2 versus 3, still a winnable situation from Imperial. They have the information that the bomb planter never crossed back. They need to win this fight, though, if they're going to have any chance. He's lighting him down to 30 HP. The pistol not going to be able to land the kill, and Yaffa getting taken down. It will be 1 round for Panthers, and a 1-for-1 trade. Round-wise so far, Imperial looking to take a nice shotgun on Stat again, moving into the orange halls, more than likely, where we saw him playing previously and doing pretty well with it.
Yeah, somewhat surprising not to see Panthers pick up a sniper. I thought they would just go for that down towards A long, but I guess, you know, they've got decent enough weapons to still take that fight if they want to, and that's not been too much of an issue for them. Then again, Imperial could do the same thing, and they haven't decided to do so. So interesting to see how both teams are playing it. Again, Imperial leaning pretty heavily towards A. If anything, from what I've seen in the past, I feel like the B site is the favored hit from the Allied side. So I'm somewhat surprised to see so many players from the Axis team committed over towards A. Already you can see Panthers lining up this B play again. It's the shotgun up close. Tobin had one of his own, but he's already been taken down. So as the push comes in, the B site again is lost. Let's see if that bomb can go down, though, because Mark has allowed even more space to be controlled here, I guess you could say. Another kill comes in. Oh my god, this is such an awkward fight. Eventually, the pistol out for Yaffa gets the kill. But that's the first frag of the round for Imperial, and they've still got a 2v4 to try and win out.
Stat with the shotgun. He's in a little bit of an awkward situation. The vault area not going to be great for picking up frags. He's going to deal a lot of damage to Kales. He's going to get taken out by the gun. Now it's Yaffa with the cure, looking for the kill on the Cals. With 4 kills to find in 20 seconds. And the best he can hope for is to take a sniper card down, but there are no sniper cards on the Panthers side. They're actually something that's pretty interesting for them. They're just going for it. Yeah. With the defaults and the grands. Fast pushes, just completely overwhelming the Imperial side so far. And hopefully now we're going to see Imperial adjust to that.
Same for Imperial as well, though. Yaffa not picking up that sniper. I think we did see Imperial say that, you know, sometimes Yaffa, if he's not feeling too comfortable with that, he decides to go away from it, and that's what he's decided to go for here. I don't think that's a massive issue. I don't think you necessarily need a sniper on this map. It could be useful for maybe, you know, obviously A long is a very long-range position, but other than that, it's not necessary as what?
Oh.
Okay, Tobin clearly has something planned for this map. 3 nade kills. And that should be the round 1. I mean, Levy's got 1 kill back, but I wonder where that nade went down, because, again, it's Tobin getting that nade frag through. I think that was over towards B.
It was.
I know that sometimes the players drop down and take that full damage.
Yeah,
so
it was just towards B. It lands down in the little lane just outside of the vault area. An absolutely spectacular nade when thrown correctly. Very hard to spot out because there is a mountain in your way as you're dropping down, and so unfortunate for Panthers to fall to that. But they're allowing Levy to come up behind. Look at this play from him. He's going to pick up 1 kill. Moving towards the B side, it's only going to be Tobin defending there, and the bomb is actually moving to A, so they might get a plant. And this is actually a great round from Panthers, clutching back, even though they're in a 2 versus 5. They're somehow brought that down to a 2v3, managed to gain control of the A site, as Levy is in a good position in middle to cut them off as they rotate from B over towards A. This is looking very good for Panthers. 30 seconds left. That's a lot of time for them to play with. Levy taking the early engagement up there on middle, but here comes the rotation from Yaffa. He's not going to quite spot out the player, and Mark might be able to backstab him here. Oh, he just about gets him now at 2v2. This is a terrible round to see unfold. Imperial with a 3-man advantage at the start of the round. And the Panthers coming back hugely into this game. Very disjointed. I think they just gave up their control. They allowed a player to just walk up middle, completely uncontested, unspotted. And now it's going to be a 2v2 retake. Levy not in position to help his teammate here. It's going to be Mark holding off against this 2-man retake. Tobin in a good position, picking up 1 kill. It's all on Levy now. He's got that STG in a good position. With 23 seconds left, he could stop this plant.
Ooh. Nearly the ace. Nearly the ace. Yeah, 4 kills in the end for Tobin, thanks to those 3 opening nades. We, yeah, I mean, someone in chat there saying that's the only way Tobin can get plus 15. That might be a little bit harsh, but...
Wow. Wow.
I mean, it was a well-placed nade. You got to give him credit. Got to give him credit.
Why so toxic?
It's just a meme. I'm sure. But yeah, Imperial, they still close it out. I mean, that was looking a little worrying for a second there. And here we go. I think this is the first sniper card we see picked up. Levy going to take that one into his hands. We're going to see Levy, yeah, already go towards A long. So that's where I'd expect the sniper to want to push towards. We have already seen, though, a couple of times Imperial push in towards that orange room, sometimes with shotguns. I believe Stat might be doing the same here again. So it won't be too easy to push out through A long. And Levy, realizing that, is going to reposition. But Stat already gets the first. That was the shotgun in towards that orange room. So somewhat near towards A long, if you like. Those kind of close range quarters, really good for the shotgun. He's already got the first, and I think Fluffy is trying to push in to try and flank Stats here. At least somewhat close by, but we're not going to see any further fights. Just the man advantage for Imperial, and oh, it's extended further as Baz picks off another.
Head out there, almost landing the kill, but Kalas is going to survive that with 27 HP. Moving back down towards his teammates in mid. He will regen, and it will now be a 3 versus 3. Moving up towards the A side, it seems. Fluffy poking the beast, trying to find out where exactly these players are holding, and he's going to run right into Nathan. He's not going to land the shots, though. He's going to be forced back. Getting shot in the back, just about surviving. That was a bit close. Now he has the information. There's 1 player over towards A. We might see a rotation from that mid player coming up to support him, but it is a little bit dangerous for Yaffa to rotate at this point. Oh, Nathan's getting taken out as well. Yaffa knows that there could be players in the connector as well. He's going to get taken down there. It's all on Tobin. He's going to find himself another 3K, but this time he doesn't have a nade.
Yeah, it doesn't look too likely, and there we go. Fluffy is going to close things out. So it will be Panthers coming out to a decent position here. 3-2 in their favor. And, I mean, we saw there, Nathan a couple of times missed that jump up, and that kind of cost him in terms of the timing there. Yeah. He wasn't really set up on the angle as the peak came in, so that's a little bit unfortunate for him. If he was there a little bit quicker, he may have been ready for that hold. Either way, we are going to get to see another round come into play. Again, Tobin going to be going towards B early on. He has that nade. He hasn't deployed it yet, but Panthers this time are holding back. They don't want to fall foul to that pre-nade that was coming in, and I think this time around Tobin has decided to hold on to his nade, so that won't be coming through.
Shotgun battle about to happen here in oranges as Levy pushing up close. Snap peeking that angle. He's going to get taken down though by Levy, who's now pushing up towards the middle area. Might find another kill here onto Yaffa. No, he's not careful enough. Yaffa picking it up, but Like has already got the trade as Baz falls. What is that position from Tobin?
Whoa.
I hope that wasn't a boost. I think it was probably a strafe jump. I haven't seen that used before, but it doesn't come to fruition. I think he assumed he hadn't been spotted. He gets taken down. Now a 4v2 as Imperial not looking too good to make this retake.
Yeah, I'm fairly certain that was going to be a jump because Tobin has been solo holding B at the start of these rounds, so I think that might be why they were putting him alone on B, just because they think that off angle was going to work, but doesn't work out for them. They've got to go for the retake in a 2v4, and there we go. Already Nathan goes down. Just going to be Yappa left. Goes for the spray, eventually gets the first, but he's got 3 more to find and not much time to find them. So you're just hoping for a lucky spam, but this is not happening. Panthers are going to get another round on the boards. So it does look like Imperial had something prepared here as the push comes in. Nothing going to come of it. But yeah, it looks like Imperial, I mean, they picked this map. They seem pretty prepared for it, but they still are not really getting the round wins too well, which is a bit of a problem for them right now. Even though they've shown some of their, good positions, they've shown the good pre-nade from Tobin, they're still 4-2 down, which could become a problem for them here. As we head into another round, we'll see if Imperial have anything else left in their back pockets. Into this round 7, let's see what they decide to do.
The problem with using that position now, the fact that it didn't work out is going to be pretty bad, because that's a gun now. They're going to check that angle pretty much every time they move on to the side. I think he was waiting, hoping that the whole team would run by. He'd be able to take down the bomb planter and potentially a few more. But Levy getting the opening kill into this round for that 5th for Panthers.
Bit of damage being done both ways. Baz, doesn't get that kill up close with the shotgun. That's going to leave B a little bit exposed as Tobin also goes down. Nathan's trying to rotate over, but it's desperate at this point as the push comes up close. Fluffy takes him down. And Imperial again struggling. This time a dominant round win for Panthers. And we didn't get to see Panthers in any of their games yesterday, but right now it's looking like a pretty good team performance. Everyone stepping up in terms of frags. It's certainly been more of a team game from their perspective. And on the Imperial side of things, I mean, one of the rounds they won, Tobin got that 3 nade kill to open things up, and that was still a very close round. And then, the other one I think was a bit more convincing, but even then they've not exactly looked too comfortable so far, and it kind of feels like Panthers are starting to gain control here.
Yeah, absolutely it does, and I think Imperial are going to be starting to feel the same as they did yesterday when they were losing these games that they probably shouldn't have lost. So they really need to start picking rounds up here. Motivation going to be very low. They're going to start feeling quite lost, and it looks like mid control is pretty easily taken by Panthers. This could be very dangerous for Baz. He can be peeked from 2 angles that are currently pretty much free to peek him. Let's be careful of looking towards that fence too much. He has got a player there, and that is Tobin picking up 1 kill with that MP40. The skin I was talking about yesterday as well. Baz picking up another. That's going to be a 2-man advantage. Now this is a very dangerous situation as Fluffy has picked up a kill. They need to be careful not to give away this man advantage. They've constantly been losing, and Yaffa picking up another 2-man. But look at Levy's position. He's going to be getting one with that shotgun. It's too aggressive. But it's going to work out as Kalas is the last player alive. He's going to be peeked from 2 different angles, picking up 1 kill. They can't let him get this second. Oh, that was close. But Tobin ultimately grabs that 3K. Still, I think, a bit of a closer round than it should have been. 2 players left alive in the Axis side. They had a 5 versus 3, and they're giving away these picks. It often comes down to those 1v1 situations.
Yeah, exactly. I think the worry is even when Imperial are winning the opening fights, the rounds are still being pretty close. I mean, that one, they felt pretty comfortable in the round win, but still comes down to a position that could have been winnable if another kill came through. So they need to be a little bit worried about that. But as long as they can keep getting these openings, that might give them a decent chance. think that was a nade coming in from Baz early on. Not going to do too much damage, but Yaffa chunked down to 28 HP. The push has already come in through mid, so Levy could try and get the opening. It's Tobin instead to find the first. Very aggressive on the B push there, and Baz also chimes in with another one. So Imperial again get those entries. Let's see if this time they can hold this off.
Yeah, absolutely, they've got a 3-man advantage yet again. And hopefully they'll be able to carry this forward. Gotta be very careful though, because Kalas and Like are looking for those kills. They're playing it a little bit slow, waiting for the over-aggression, and not yet finding it. The smoke we saw going down there in Vaults, pretty dangerous. You can actually push around once that lands because the decals show through, so you'll block them off. Kalas has been spotted there by Tobin. Baz knows that he's there. So does Tobin. He's pushing up, but he has to be careful at this close to that corner because there's Nathan with a shotgun. And oh my god, Nathan missing the shot. Like does manage the kill, but Tobin going to pick up another 3k. And he's been playing very well. 13 for 5, and actually more than half of his kills have been with guns. Not 15 plus on nades.
No, yeah, I think throughout this tournament, Tobin's probably been the best performer from Imperial, at least in the games we've seen. I mean, we saw 3 of their games, so it's hard to judge their entire group stage. But for the most part, it seemed like he was the one playing well even in their losses that we saw. We can't be sure about their wins, obviously, but yeah, again, we've seen him get very aggressive a couple of times over towards Vaults. If he continues to do that, that could get punished, so he needs to be a little bit careful. This time around, he's got Nathan alongside him on the B hold, but it doesn't look like they're going to be tested over towards B. Panthers already lining up this push in towards A. You can see them slowly but surely clearing some positions. Levy just spamming through that smoke as well. Nathan's already pushed up though, so a lot of B information as the push comes through, and Yaffa already gets the first kill over towards A. So Panthers, they might be preparing this A play, but it looks pretty obvious at this point. 3 versus 4 now. They're going to have to try and get onto this A site.
It's very hard. Oh, now a 3 versus 2. Things just flying back in favor of Panthers, and like we said, Imperial just not able to hold the man advantages that they're getting. Tobin is still alive with 3 kills to find. He's doing the next 3 rounds in a row. Oh, a lot of damage done there onto the fake plant as they move up, but they're not aware of this position being held by Levy. Levy biding his time, not playing too aggressive here. He's going to allow the spams to come in from the other team. Oh, Nathan's actually... No, he's not checking it. And once he's spotted, Levy will inevitably push up behind him and grab that kill. They're not thinking about the back of oranges at this point. He's actually not moving up. I mean, they've pushed out towards the side at this point. And that's going to be Nathan taking the opening kill. Levy still in oranges as Like is being completely pushed on. It's all on Levy now. That's a very slow flank. That needs to be much quicker. Nathan now checking the angle. That will be the kill landing, but Levy, I think he thought it was a fake. He was right. Tobin going to find that kill with the MP40 in a very strange round coming in there. A fantastic position being held by Panthers, but nobody spotting on the site. Passive position being held, and the flank doesn't know when the push is coming in. And I think it's pretty important that the player up in the bunker actually takes that peek. I mean, they have to land a headshot onto him, even if they do kill him. There's still a player remaining on site. You have the flank coming in. It's a 2v2. You're probably going to get it, but just spot that information and drop down. But allowing them to get on the site there, especially with the shotgun.
Yeah, exactly.
A close little corner. That's Nathan taking a nice 2k on the reclaim of the site. And 5 for 5 now. The round's very close. We were actually discussing this in the NA Blitzkrieg about this map feels like you need the man advantage on the allied side when you push a site. Like you need to have a lot of players alive to take control. Nathan actually going to be pushing in.
Wow.
And switch to him though.
Because he's dead.
Because he's dead.
Already taken down towards B. I mean, that we've seen a couple of times that aggression towards B. I was saying that could be punished by Panthers if Imperial aren't careful. They go for those pushes again, they lose the opening picks, and now this is a almost impossible retake, to be honest. The bomb goes down, they're in a 3 versus 4, and Panthers still have a smoke left in the hands of Levy as well, so that could be useful to slow things down. We are going to see Stat pushing through with this shotgun in towards this vault room alongside Baz, but oh, they don't check their flank. Mark gets 1 for 3, looking for another. Stat up close, misses the shot. He needs this kill, eventually finds it, but with 25 seconds left, they have to go now. Here we go, push going to be coming in. Stat seeing if he can get something going. Spots the first player, but taking a lot of damage, and I think the time is against them here already. 1 man goes down, and Yaffa is also going to fall.
good round overall by Panthers. They've been pretty strong so far on that Allied side. Picking up 6 rounds is going to be pretty important for them moving over to the Axis side. They're going to be looking for that 7th, and I'm pretty impressed. The first game we've seen them actually playing, and 3 for 4 so far. They seem like a pretty strong side. It'll be interesting to see them moving forward. Still far from over, though, the scores being so heavily tied. And Imperial having a lot of practice here. Oh, there comes the nade. That's going to finish Levy off.
Yeah.
Getting hit by that first one.
Yeah.
He's just having a bad day. He just got airstriked.
Literally on 1 HP. The second nade always going to take him down. And there we go. Nathan gets another kill through. So this time the B-hold a bit more safe. And oh, Nathan peeking out for 2 frags on the round. Looking for a little more. They're not quite going to peek in towards him. Nathan hoping he can get a 3rd. But to be honest, at this point, the round should effectively be won. Going to see the push come in. Fluffy nearly caught out, but it's Kalas to go down in the meantime. And that means Fluffy is left 1 versus, well, 0 versus 0 versus 5 now.
Yeah, doing well to hold off that man advantage. 6-6 now the score. So, pretty good overall for both teams. I think Imperial have a lot of practice on this map. They did choose it, so hopefully it's kind of going to shine through on the Allied side more so, where they're going to be able to use those executes, the angles that they know about, and maybe some more shenanigans like that spot from Tobin on the B side.
Yeah, I mean, they're starting into their Allied side now, so they could certainly have more things up their sleeves. Maybe in terms of, as well, some good nades early on. I mean, we saw Tobin get that triple kill. We haven't seen the pre-nades come through too much, but there we go. Just as I say that, the first one comes in. Curse of the commentator, and it's not Tobin getting the opening with the nade. This time, he is the man being taken down by the nade. Panthers get the first kill of the round. And Imperial are just going to slow things down. They've got 3 players leaning towards B, over towards that vault room. And I think they look to be pushing forward shortly.
Yeah, and what appears so passive positions being held by Kalas, but he's going to find 1 kill. And eventually, a second coming in as well. Baz and Nathan. 3v3 now, the nade coming in towards the side. I think that was botched. Didn't quite land. Intended to, not picking up the kill. Yaffa holding their back. Meanwhile, Baz. Oh, but look at the position from Nathan. He's going to be in the house with that SMG. He's going to catch off a kill as the push comes in from Mark. He's going to be close range against an SMG. A very difficult fight for him. Nathan picking that, but oh, he gives away his position. Now Mark knows that he's there. That was close. A close engagement coming in, but Like is going to have to find himself 2 kills. Baz peeking by himself. A little bit of a brave move. Doesn't wait for Nathan to come around through the door. And the 7th round being claimed by Imperial with that. Things looking good, I think. They lost the advantage straight away. Tobin dying to that nade. Bit of his own medicine hitting him. But they're still going to manage to claim the site and ultimately hold off that bomb defusal. Well played by them. 1 round advantage though. There's still a lot to fight for. They're going to have to be a lot stronger moving forward in the previous half if they want to take this off Panthers, because Panthers are fighting hard for this. And it looks like they're going to have a little bit of aggression. Temporary. Mark actually got naded out there. He's trying to get onto the boxes. I'm not too sure you can get on there without a boost.
Yeah, it doesn't look like he's going to get too much action anyway, though. The push coming in elsewhere. 1-for-1 trade already, but it's Baz to extend things for Imperial. But Kalas gets 2 back. That STG sprays them both down. It's still back to a 2v2, but importantly, the bomb is dropped down on the B site. So that needs to be taken into consideration. Mark is kind of cut off on the rotate, but Kalas just keeps on going. He's got 4 kills on the round. He's looking for the ace. He is going to find it. And Kalas steps up massively there. They just kind of fought him 1 by 1. The trades tried to come in previously, but Kalas sprayed them both. And Panthers, I mean, they still look pretty good here. With the rounds that they're winning, it seems like they're doing so much more comfortably, but it's still only a 7-7 scoreline.
Yeah, Panthers incredibly convincing there. Kalas, what a huge play with that STG. And it looks like he'll be taking it yet again over towards the B site. A little bit intimidating when you lose your whole team to 1 guy. Can mess with your mind a little bit, but 7-7, I think both teams going to be looking pretty good for the win at the moment. The early aggression up middle. Nathan is going to get taken down by a shotgun. As we're going to see pretty even spread here. Tobin actually going into oranges with an SMG, like having cleared the angle, pushing back up, but Tobin perfectly timed, coming up behind, and this could be a stab in the back to take away that man advantage from the Axis.
Could get interesting here with Tobin pushing up. There we go. It's going to be Yaffa to get the first with Tobin's assistance, but the trades come back around. So it's back into a 4 versus 2. Even though Imperial got that 1 kill, it's not enough. And I think Like has pushed out through A, but Yaffa and Stat pushing through mid. So this could get interesting. Let's see if anything comes in. Yaffa's missed that shot, and there we go. Like pushing up close. Kalas helps him out. And Stat has to get 3 more kills after finding that first one. Levy could be caught out there. Looks like Stat's going to come back around, faking out those steps, but there we go. Levy spots him in the back. And even though we see the sniper picked up by Imperial for the first time, I believe, doesn't make any difference into that round. It's going to be Panthers gaining the lead. And it looks like they're going to stray away from that sniper now, not deciding to pick it up again, whereas Levy is happy to do so on the Panthers side.
And we saw this coming in on the Panthers allied side. They didn't really use the sniper that much, just going for the straight rushes. I mean, you've got guns like the Grand. The sniper can really slow down your play. They're taking the Grands, they're taking the STGs. It's looking like they might be playing it a little bit faster and with a smoke over towards the B side early. It seems to be the case. Fluffy's in a great position. Actually, 3 players over here. He's going to be a little bit complicated on this push. Look at Levy picking up 2 kills. Stat's going to get 1, but 3 have already come in on the Axis side, and he's got a lot to do here. Finding the kill onto Levy, though, pushing up. Here comes the fight there. Not going to land, though. Fluffy still alive in that close corner, and a 2-man spray down. What a play by Fluffy. Doing well. That could have went very badly for him, actually. Just tucked in there. He allowed his teammates to take the fights. But ultimately, it works out with the 2-man spray down. And it's going to be a 9th round for Panthers as they spread the gap a little bit further away, and they're that much closer to victory. Only 4 rounds needed before they claim map number 1, and this is Imperial's pick. That's not going to play too well as they move on to the second map.
Yeah, second map will be Liberation, picked by Panthers. So they will, I'm sure, be feeling confident heading into that one, but we're still going to have to see this game play out first as we head into the 17th round. This one isn't over yet, but Imperial struggling so far on their allied side. Ready
Watch out for the nade.
Oh, yeah, I was going to say, the fight's coming in towards mid, but Light gets the first. Kalas also chimes in with another, and Panthers looking good on the hold. Imperial tried to stick together there, but they're still getting picked apart without the chance for the trades, and Yaffa, Baz, and Stat have to overcome this 2-man deficit.
Very difficult on the allied side. We're saying it feels kind of like you need the man advantage moving in to a side. You need to kind of overwhelm them with numbers, which is something we saw Panthers do on their allied side. Moving over to the B side pretty quickly and claiming it, I think, 3 times with just straight up fast rushes. We haven't yet seen Imperial go for that. Kalas is going to pick up a kill on the Yaffa. Now things not looking too good, but Stat is there to pick up 1 kill. He's looking for a second towards mid. He spotted out a player and somehow... What? Like didn't spot him there? Jumping up, okay. So that's going to be a 3v2, a much more winnable situation, but he's got to be careful because there's Mark. The bomb plant will come down, it seems. Mark, not going to assume Baz is sticking this, he knows now though, so he just has to hold that angle. Mark going to be taken down, I think. Oh no, Baz actually doesn't manage to get the spray down, and that's going to be the defuse for the Axis. And the 10th round, getting to double digits with a 3-round gap. It's looking good for Panthers so far. Especially being on the Axis side. A little bit of an advantage there.
Yeah. Yeah, they're definitely looking good. 10-7 up. Only a few rounds away from the win. And we will again see Levy pick up the sniper. I mean, he's been picking up that sniper pretty often. It's not really been having a massive impact or anything, but the way they've been playing so far has been working very well. So no need to switch it up. They're going to stick with what they have been going with so far. And we will head into this 18th round and see what Panthers decide to do. They're stacking 3 players towards B. This is something we didn't see Imperial do all that often. What?
What?
What? No way. He
jumped off the beach.
He did. He actually did.
Oh my god. Stop.
Well, it's a 4v5.
I have no words. I have absolutely no words.
What? Wait, can you go and fly and find his body, please? I feel like it's worth it.
Let's go on a journey, kids.
Here we go. Oh.
We can give up that action for this. I'm sorry, Stat.
Where is it?
It's gotta be here, right?
It? Yeah, it's gotta be, surely.
What?
Oh?
His body is gone.
I guess so.
It has been sacrificed to the
It's
gods.
unfortunate. We can't make fun of him too much then.
Yeah,
No, we can still make fun of him.
yeah, we definitely can.
I mean, heading back into the round, it's still a man advantage for Panthers. So we'll see exactly where Imperial decide to push. It looks like Nathan is currently the most aggressive player over towards A. Nathan, yeah, making his way forwards with that shotgun, gets a kill through and picks up that STG. So still looking pretty good for Imperial here. They have a fairly open path to that A site. It's only Kalas near alongside Levy now, who rotates over with that sniper. I think they're going to get onto the site. The bomb should go down, but Panthers still have the man advantage, and that means that Yaffa and Baz are going to have to try and at least play the time or play for the frags, and neither of those is going to be easy as the legs are spotted. Kalas gets the spray in. Trade comes out from Baz, though, but they now know where he is. Levy's going to try and push towards him, but he currently has the sniper in play. He needs to switch that out, tries to do so. Push comes in. Baz whiffs the shots there. He needs the reload off. This is awkward. Push comes in up close. The push coming in. Knife out. What is happening here? Eventually, it's Levy to get the knife through. What on earth was that? I think they were just swinging their knives on the stairs above each other. I mean, whew, in the end, Levy gets the round win. I guess that's what matters.
That's going to be a frustrating round for Imperial. If nothing else.
Oh, yeah.
Losing a man to the beach. Maybe that's going to be a thing now in the competitive scene of Battalion. The beach claims a life every match. You got to sacrifice someone to the beach. Maybe it'll work.
Don't know if that will catch on.
Poseidon might be on in their favor now. 4-round gap. They've got 4 to find before equalizing this. It's going to be a hard-fought battle for Imperial if they want to take this map. If they give 1 round to Panthers, the best that they can hope for is overtime. So they're going to be looking for a solid 6 rounds in a row, and let's see if that is an achievable goal. As they move towards the beach, this time keeping all 5 alive.
They've got to be careful. Tobin is up on the sandbags. I'm a little worried. No, he's gone back down. Mark is going to be the first man on the hold, but he's already gone. Leica's going to be in trouble here. Yeah, Tobin pushing in for 2 entries. Surely Imperial should be in good shape to take this round. A 2-man advantage. The bomb going down as we speak. They're in a 5v3. They have all their players alive, and Levy misses that shot. So no chance for anything for Panthers just yet. Push comes in. There we go. Nathan gets one with the shotgun as well. So it's just Fluffy and Levy to try and do it all. And finally, Imperial, I think, are going to get their first round on the Allied side here. Maybe their second, but not exactly going too well for them so far. And they're going to need to keep that up. But again, it's Tobin with the aggression to make the difference.
A very convincing round as well. All 5 still alive at the end. And a good round by Imperial. Like I said at the start of this half, we saw Panthers pushing pretty quickly, especially over towards the B side. Very fast pushes working out well for them. And it looks like Imperial are starting to try that now. We actually saw them doing that yesterday quite a bit with no success, but I think on a map like Invasion, that is something that is really needed. The fast aggression, the fast pushes, moving over again towards the dangerous coastal area. Nades coming in, no kill as of yet. It's going to be Like picking up the first as Nathan falls. The shotgun of Like winning out against Nathan's shotgun. And he's in a good position to find some more frags, though. He's pretty much cut off the whole Orange Halls area. They can't really push that with the Grands. It's pretty much a death sentence because they don't know where Like is in those halls. If you guys have ever played Alien Isolation. So Like now pretty much controls that whole part of the map. There's no shotguns available. Baz doesn't manage to pick up the kill onto him, and that's going to force them to push a vanilla all the way down the coast. Like can come in for a flank at any moment, so they've got to worry about that. The smoke net from Status, he's going to be peaked, but it's going to be Tobin picking up the kill. Fluffy rotating in towards the side. Like coming up through Orange Halls to attempt to take down the planter, actually. He's going to be in a good position to push in towards the side with that smoke. With the shotgun, he is going to get around it. A lot of damage being done. Not landing a kill just yet, but there it is. And now it's all on Baz. That smoke ultimately not going to do any favors for the Allies. It was their own smoke which allowed the push to come around by Like. He eventually falls, but 3 men left to find in 20 seconds. It's not looking too good with that sniper, especially in play on Levy. He's going to deal a little bit of damage, not get the kill, but Fluffy pops up out of nowhere. Behind that little wall, he's going to take the kill. And that's the 4th round now for Panthers. 4 consecutive rounds needed by Imperial if they want to be in with a chance to win this. And it's not looking too good on map number 1, Imperial's pick.
Yeah, and the only time I think they're really getting anything done on their allies' side is when Tobin is getting those entries. And this time he even got one opening there towards that site, and they still collapse on the push. The trades came back around for the Panthers side of things, and looking good for Panthers right now. We are going to get to see what could be the last round of this first map. It's going to be Panthers holding off again, like with that shotgun is going in towards that same position, but he's not going to be tested just yet. You can see on the Imperial side of things, they're mostly just holding back. Push comes in now though, and Fluffy has too many players to watch towards. He couldn't quite pick out a target there, so he goes down, and Tobin gets another entry. They're going to try and overwhelm B, where only Levy is holding, and the sniper missing some shots. He has to go passive. Push comes in. Nathan is going to get the kill, and that should be the round 1. Imperial in a 5v2 as the bomb goes down.
Like pushing him closer with the shotgun, he's going to get shot in the side. You have to ultimately take him down. Absolutely, that's an Imperial round, like you said. 3 rounds to find for them. Not an unachievable task, especially these fast strategies really working for them. Tobin able to open up the side pretty well so far, and if they can just manage 3 more, we'll see an overtime coming out. And what a way to start the day that would be. Anyways, certainly a closer game than what we saw unfolding yesterday for Imperial. They'll be happy with the performance so far, but certainly going to be looking for all 12 of the rounds.
Yeah, Levy's decided to switch it out for the shotgun this time rather than the sniper. So that's interesting. The Panthers going to try and be holding a little bit closer. Levy's going to be going towards B with that shotgun. So they're switching up their hold a little bit here, with Levy going aggressive with that shotgun over towards the B bomb site. That might give them a little bit of early information. Again, though, Imperial going for a pretty similar play as they push mid. Oh, that nade comes close, but Baz just about avoids it. So no real considerable damage done either way. No kills coming in either way. And with over a minute left, we are going to get to see finally the first come in. It's Baz to open things up. And Callis was very alone there. No chance for the trade. Levy also pushes through B and gets punished for it. So Imperial get 2 entries. Nathan also going to push in towards mid. Just about gets that kill. I think Mark was trying to pull out a nade there. Yeah, but not going to happen. And it's back to a 4 versus 2 with Nathan on the big flank as well.
I think Mark realized he was dying, and as we don't have perks in this game, thankfully, he was attempting to make a homemade martyrdom. Good attempt, but not going to work out. Like picking up a kill. 2 versus 2 now.
Oh no.
Oh no. The solo pushing in from Stat, it's all going to be on Tobin.
Bomb.
Yeah, he has to push up to the window here. I don't think they know that's the bomb though. That's the only advantage, because it drops down below the window, and there's no real indication when you drop the bomb. If you're the Axis, you don't get a sound cue or anything, which is good. So Tobin going to be able to get that bomb plant down. They're obviously assuming it's a fake. But oh, be careful of the window. It's going to be like picking up that kill. And that is it. 13-9 as the defuse comes in. A spectacular performance from Panthers, as they're going to be moving forward. And pretty much a team effort as well. I don't think anybody particularly stepped up. Tobin certainly on the Imperial side in getting those opening frags and those nades. Above 15 for those of you in chat.
Yeah, it seemed like whenever Tobin wasn't getting those entries, there was really no way into the round from Imperial. I mean, you saw there at the end, they were in a 4v2 there. Nathan was trying to push from behind. He got taken down, and Panthers were just able to keep on turning it into 1v1 fights.
Yeah.
Again, Imperial, it seems like it's more that team play that's somewhat lacking. I mean, as you said, Tobin was doing well, but the rest of the team not necessarily performing up to the standards we'd expect. And remember, though, again, Nathan's just standing in for this tournament last minute,
Absolutely.
so that could be part of that for sure.
Absolutely, he did quite well as a stand-in. I mean, he's an incredible player for ATG, ain't that good. But I have to say, I mean, in that last round we saw, just like you said about team play, Tobin and Stat left alive. They're in a 2 versus 2, and Stat pushes up close to the window. With the bomb as well. I mean, in that situation, you need to go for the plant. There's only 2 angles they can push. Tobin can cover that, potentially, and if they do, like, you have to offer up the 1v2. In the time constraint that they had, about 25 seconds left in the round, there is going to be a 1 versus 2 as the bomb plant is going down. It's pretty much unavoidable. You just need to get that opening frag. But instead, they offer up the 1v2 in window, and I mean, obviously that doesn't even get the bomb down. So not a great situation to be in for Imperial on their own map choice as well. But the saving grace is that it was a close game.
Yeah.
So moving into Liberation, I think they're going to feel pretty comfortable. They already beat this team, I believe. They actually beat them on Derailed, which I would suppose is why Derailed isn't being played. Panthers not wanting to go back to that.
Yeah.
So I think moving on to Liberation, it's certainly a map I would say probably the most comfortable map for Imperial. I'd imagine Invasion was a little bit of a gamble. Panthers haven't practiced it, that kind of mentality coming out.
Yeah.
That they would have more preparation on it, and with the spot that Tobin was using, I think it's almost certain that they did have quite a bit of practice on it.
Yeah,
I think Liberation will be really comfortable for them, and I'm looking forward to seeing this game.
Yeah, and we were also, I mean, we were saying yesterday, you know, it's nice that no teams get knocked out on the first day. If they were playing poorly, they can come back. We were kind of saying maybe Imperial will be one of those teams that improve heading into day 2.
Yeah.
We're going to have to see if that's the case, because as you said, even though that was a close map, I think coming into today, we would have expected them to be able to beat Panthers. So, you know, I mean, before the tournament, certainly. Coming into today, it was pretty much a toss-up, I'd say, between these two teams. Pretty close because of Imperial's struggles. But, I mean, remember, one map loss, they're straight down. There is a lower bracket, but to fight back from that in best of ones, you're gonna need to, you know, not make any mistakes, really.
Yeah, it's going to be very difficult to fight back from that.
Yeah.
I think the other thing as well, we predicted, I think, Endpoint, Penta, Avenue, and Imperial top 4. Again, and they did seed in the top 4. It was kind of a toss-up between them. I think the only thing we had for certain was that Penta would come first. And as we've seen, like you said about the lower bracket best of ones, anybody can win a best of 1. Penta losing 2 games yesterday, 2 best of 1s, bringing them to 5 for 2. So moving forward today, nobody wants to go to the losers bracket. That is a very risky place to be in. You can lose to literally anybody. I mean, if they get lucky, as long as the scores are close enough to, if you in the Penta games where it was brought down to 1v1s, it's anybody's game. Whoever wins that aim duel wins the map. You know, in those 1v1s. So moving forward, I think it's going to be a good game. I'm not sure who we're going to be going to next after this, after the Imperial game. I think we'll be taking a break afterwards, but we should be live in like about 5 minutes, giving the teams time to talk about the map and just get ready, get a drink, all that sort of stuff. I'm sure someone needs to go to the toilet. They always do. But yeah, so we'll catch you in the next map, which is Liberation, the map pick of Panthers. They've just won map number 1.